Beginners are making thousands of dollars in passive income per month with no prior experience, no prior skills, and no money down. If you want to start earning passive income online, then one of the best ways to do that is by selling printables. With printables, you're creating a digital file, maybe that's a PDF or an image, uploading it to a marketplace like Etsy, and then your customer buys that digital file and prints it out themselves. There's plenty of different printables that you could sell, but I found a niche that is for the people who want to make money ASAP. The holidays are among us, so selling holiday-themed printable coloring pages are what's gonna make money right now. Halloween is coming up, so I would focus on this, but there's also Thanksgiving and Christmas that you could focus on. The reason you need to jump on this side hustle ASAP is because this is not so saturated right now. So you can see there's only 18,000 results for this, which is really not that much compared to something like wall art, for example, which a lot of people try to go into. Look at 16 million results. Would you rather be creating something in a niche with 16 million results or only 18,000? I want to start by looking at some stores that are already doing well in this niche. It is September now, so if you are going to start selling these, you want to sell them immediately, really. You can see here that it is in 20 people's carts for this one. Kawaii Halloween coloring pages. These are what the coloring pages look like. You can really make them however you want to. Let's look at some other examples. These are going to be printables. You're not actually shipping out anything. All they are getting is a digital file, JPEGs or PNG files or whatever of these images, and then they print it out at home for their little kiddos. These are another example. This one includes 9 in total, and they're super, super cute. We have this one in 17 carts, so it means that it's in demand right now, and it makes sense because Halloween is coming up. That's why I'm making this video. 29 reviews for this item, and quite recent, just a few days ago. Let's look at one more example so we know what we're selling. This one in 20 plus carts, okay? So over 20 people want this item. Large coloring pages for toddlers. Now we're getting a bit more niche, and you can see that these are very simple. So if I wanted to make money by the end of the year, then I'm gonna start a holiday coloring page shop. So many holidays that you can start creating coloring pages for. Let me show you how to do that without being a designer or anything like this. Kittl is going to make that easy. Kittl is for the people who need an advanced editing software, okay? Something like Canva might be too simple for them. Something like Illustrator or Photoshop might be too complex. But Kittl is like the perfect fusion of those. You get that advancedness with a simple interface. What we're going to do is we're going to click on New Project. When we click on New Project, a bunch of different options come up. The one that I would click on is A4. The reason being is that when I was looking at some of these listings, look at the size is A4. So Kittl already has it here. You can just press A4 or you can enter it in here. And I always like to turn up the DPI. Now this is going to impact the quality. I always put it at 300 because that way when they're printing it out, they get the highest quality possible. Let's go ahead and press create. You guys can follow along with me. I have a link for Kittl in the description box below. After we press create, now it's time to get started. For the images, again, you don't have to be a designer. We're gonna come over here to Kittl Elements. They have so many elements that you can use, and their print-on-demand terms are very, very simple and easy. There's going to be no question or confusion about like, can I actually use this? Can I resell any of this? No, it's very simple. Let's type in ghost. One that looks really cool and simple is this one. Now you guys can choose whichever one looks best. I'm just using this for the example. As you can see, this one is like solid colors, but Kittl is very advanced and customizable. So in order to turn this into an outline without using any other services or any other products or anything, we're gonna come to Object Color, all right? This is how we can customize it. So to turn this into an outline of itself, I'm gonna turn the dark part white, okay, completely white. I'm going to go to border weight and I'm going to turn up the border weight and watch what happens. Do you see that there starts to be a border, an outline coming up? I can make it super thick. I can make it not very thick. Now, we don't want to keep it a gray color, so we're just going to customize the color right here. Turn that down to black. Perfect. And for the orange, we can change that also to black. And now we have a really cool outline. You see how easy that was? We can do that with any of the images, well, most of the images available in Kittl. So now that we have our little outline, I want to show you some other things that we can do. Again, you don't have to be an artist. You just need an imagination. If you can imagine something, then you can create it with Kittl. Let me show you some other ways to make some images. This is the easy way. This is easy mode. If you want to get more advanced, you can come to the image generator in Kittl. Now, this is going to be Kittl's AI. It's very easy. All you need to do is describe the image that you would like. So I can say a cute ghost. Now, each image generated is going to be about 1 Kittl credit. Now, you get some credits with the free plan. You get more credits with the pro plan. Let's say a cute ghost. You can choose different styles that you want to create, right? So based on the different styles that you choose, you're going to get different options. So you might want to choose anime, you might want to choose kawaii, you might want to choose one of these other vector images, right? So this is one of the images that I got with the Kittl AI. This is great, but we still need to take out that background. So let's just turn that to completely white. And there you go. This is the image that you can create using AI. The third way to create these coloring page images is to use your own designs that you create. Or if you're getting images from, another software of your own choosing, you can upload those to Kittl here, which is what I'm actually going to do. So all we need to do is click on uploads. I found some really cool mummy ones that I want to bring in here that I think are going to be super, super cute. So let's go ahead and bring this one in here. Because this is an image, I actually can't edit any of the individual colors, which is annoying. Kittl actually has this feature called Image Vectorizer. So you can upload your images and then press this in order to turn it into a vector image. That way you can actually edit the colors. You do have to play around with it a little bit because sometimes it doesn't give you, exactly perfect each time. So just play around with it, but let's click vectorize image. Well, there you go. It turned it into a vector. And now we can edit each individual color. Do you see that? So that's a really, really cool feature. And that's what I'm saying, Kittl has so many advanced features. So I'm going to turn a lot of these white and I'm going to turn some of them black. The things that I want to be an outline, I'm going to turn it black. And then this will be white, I believe. There you go. Look at that. How cool is that, guys? So this is another way that you can make things for your coloring page from outside images, and you can turn it into a coloring page or an outline or vector so easily. Now let's look at this one, because this one also has that kind of mummy vibes going on, and then it has a bunch of random stuff around it. So we can use that inspiration and bring in some text. Again, we don't want to copy it, but just bring in some text. Kittl has some really cool text options that you can use. It's honestly totally fine to use the inbuilt options. So I'm going to just say something like very simple, very Halloween. Boo. That's it. I'm going to highlight it and go to the text settings, and then I can change the different types of text that are here. If I want this to be an outline, I'm going to do the same thing that we did for these images over here. I'm going to go to the text. I'm going to turn it white. I'll go to the border weight and turn it up. And that's the easiest way that you can create an outline. But let me continue to finish this design by adding other elements. I'm just going to use the Kittl elements right here, and then I'll come back to you guys with the finished look. After playing around with it a bit, this is what I came up with, and I want to explain to you why I made the choices I made. So I think these little graphics are so cute, and I can already see that this is a style that people like because it's in 17 carts already. So I'm doing kind of like a similar style to that, but again, my own elements, my own designs. I decided to go the extra mile by adding a little outline with some spider webs. This is a stylistic choice. Now on to the more obvious choice. This is not what you have to do. But if I wanted to stand out a little bit, I might want to make it more fun by adding a story element to each page. That could be a cool thing to do. You don't need to do it. I'm just illustrating how you can possibly stand out. How did I generate these? Well, I went to ChatGPT and I said, create a children's story with only 10 sentences that could be read at a kindergarten level. The story should be about a boy mummy. It should be a fun adventure for 5-year-olds. Keep the sentences short. And it gave me each sentence. So I could put like a sentence on each page or something like this. And this is how I'm going to stand out and make my design, a little bit more cool, a little bit more to offer. I also say this because you could essentially create a coloring page and you put it on Amazon KDP and you make a little coloring page adventure book out of it. So you could essentially do both. That's why I'm saying like there's a lot of options that you can do. I'm a fan of Amazon KDP, but Etsy is also good. But if I was uploading these coloring pages to Amazon KDP, for example, I would totally add the storybook element. People love that on Amazon. Now what we have to do is download this. So we can go up here to download. The DPI is 300, so we know it's going to be the best quality. You could even optimize the quality if you want to, but we don't really need it. We don't have any fancy schmancy images here or anything. And for digital use or for prints. So if I were offering it to people, I would just offer a JPG. That's fine. I think that's what everybody else is doing, but you can also offer PDF. You can make it a bundle. It's really no big deal, but let's just download it as a PNG for now. Now, each Etsy listing has like these example listings that you can see. So we're going to go ahead and create that really quickly in Kittl. So go up here to projects. Let's click on new project. First thing that I'm going to do is create some kind of background for this product image. So I'm going to go to photos and I'll click on let's see if we can get like a desktop or something, like a kid's desk or something. And this was just already in Kittl, nothing special. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to go to uploads and we're going to upload the image that we just downloaded of our project, the coloring book page. Okay, now that we have that page imported, all we're going to do is make it a bit bigger. If you want to add some text, you can. So you can see in these images, like they have text which explains what is inside of the book. I want to actually add a drop shadow to this. So you can just press on object shadow, kind of have it stand out a bit. I think that looks better. And let's add some text. We're going to add a shape, and this is just to give some background to that text that we just put here. It's on top, but if we just right click it, we can send it backwards. Then we can click on our text. We'll keep it black. Click on the shape. I'm going to just change the shape to white or something. And I want to put another shadow there. Awesome. So very, very simple to create your Etsy listing photo. Very, very easy. And this is the photo that's going to show right here. You see how they have some text written right there? And we also have some text written right there. It's very easy. Look at how easy it is. You can create this in no time. You can get this person is selling 9. You can do that in a day. You could do that in an hour. It's super easy. Now, Kittl does have a free plan, but if you do want more of those pro advanced editing tools, then they have the pro plan and the expert plan. So if you guys want to sign up for that, just go ahead and click on the link in my description. Kittl is a really great tool for people who need those advanced tools, but appreciate the simplicity as well. Just remember that although this is easy to create, every business requires time and effort. You might not make sales right away, and honestly, that's normal even for the most experienced business owners. The more time and effort and learning that you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it. If you guys want to check out my other Etsy videos, I will leave the playlist right here, and I'll see you guys in my next video.